Right now, let's escape to the vast, refreshing green fields of America, where fresh, juicy corn is ready for harvest. In 2023, the U.S. surpassed China to become the world leader in corn production, with a staggering 386 million tons of corn harvested across the country, contributing an incredible $151 billion to the U.S. economy. That's truly a mind-blowing amount. Thanks to modern machinery and cutting-edge technology, American farmers are able to harvest such enormous quantities of corn. Today, we'll take a journey to the states of Iowa, Illinois, and Nebraska, where the largest corn farms in the U.S. are located. We'll follow the farmers through the entire process, from planting to harvest, explore advanced irrigation technology, and witness the packaging process at high-tech factories. So, let's dive right in and get started. Growing and harvesting corn requires a combination of modern agricultural methods, from selecting seeds to caring for the crops and harvesting with advanced technology. Many farms in the U.S. grow corn for different purposes, such as silage corn, canned corn, and even popcorn. The corn harvest season in the U.S. mainly takes place in the fall, typically from September to November, depending on the region and climate conditions. This is when the corn has reached its optimal ripeness, with the ideal moisture content for harvesting and processing. Farmers choose the exact timing based on the corn's development and their harvest goals. Large farms in the U.S. use modern machinery to harvest corn. There are two main types of corn harvesters, one for harvesting the ears of corn, and another for harvesting corn for silage. Let's go back to April, when the weather has warmed up and the frost season has passed. This is when the corn planting process begins. Different varieties of corn have varying growth periods, ranging from 80 to 120 days to fully mature. Therefore, choosing the right corn variety plays a crucial role in determining the planting time, especially in regions with shorter growing seasons. Selecting sweet corn seeds is one of the most important factors in determining the success of the crop. American farmers choose seeds based on sweetness, ear size, kernel color, and the ability to adapt to local climate conditions. The chosen corn variety must have good disease resistance, meet market demands, and have a growth cycle that aligns with the growing season. After selecting the seeds, farmers take several steps to prepare them before planting. Some seeds are treated with chemicals to protect them from pests and mold during the early stages of growth. After each harvest, the soil becomes overgrown with weeds and loses its looseness. Farmers till the soil before planting corn to break it up and make it softer. This creates favorable conditions for the roots to penetrate deeply, improving their ability to absorb nutrients and water. Tractors equipped with plows are used to work the fields along pre-marked rows. The soil is tilled to a depth of 20 to 30 centimeters to ensure it's well aerated and ready for planting. After the soil has been tilled and rows have been formed, the next step is to smooth and shape the rows. This ensures that the soil is loose enough for easy seed planting. Before or during the planting process, farmers may apply a base layer of fertilizer to provide the necessary nutrients for the seeds to germinate and grow. Farmers then load the seeds into modern seed planters, which ensure the correct planting density. The machine automatically plants the seeds into the pre-made rows at precise spacing and depth. Corn seeds are typically planted about 5 to 6 centimeters deep in the soil. The spacing between the seeds is usually around 15 to 20 centimeters, and the distance between rows is about 75 centimeters, allowing the plants enough room to grow and making it easier to care for them. After planting, corn needs careful attention, including proper watering and fertilization. Farmers install automatic irrigation systems to optimize water usage, covering the vast fields efficiently. In cornfields, the most common system used is sprinkler irrigation. This system includes sprinklers mounted on a network of pipes that spray water in streams or fine mist, simulating natural rainfall. These systems are quite large and come with high installation and operating costs. Water is sourced from irrigation supplies and delivered through pipelines. Additionally, there's the pivot irrigation system. This system uses a central pivot with long arms equipped with sprinklers that rotate around the pivot point, watering a large area as they move in a circular pattern. Besides water, fertilizer is also an important part to provide nutrients for corn plants. Choosing the right fertilizer and using modern fertilization methods are key factors in optimizing corn growth and yield. Fertilizer spreaders are used to evenly distribute the fertilizer across the soil, significantly reducing the time and effort required for farmers. Liquid fertilizers are commonly used to improve the absorption efficiency of corn. After about 2 months, the pollination process begins when the corn plant produces male flowers at the top and female flowers in the leaf axils. Since the pollen from the male flowers easily falls onto the corn silks, pollination is primarily driven by wind or insects, though sometimes humans may intervene. Corn is typically harvested between 100 and 120 days after planting, depending on the variety and weather conditions. As the corn nears maturity, the silk, corn tassel, changes from green or yellow to a dark brown and dries out. This is one of the first and easiest signs to observe. When fully matured, the corn ears will feel firm and well developed. You can sense the solidness when you touch the ear of corn. A simple test to check ripeness is to gently press a fingernail into one of the kernels. If a clear, slightly thick liquid comes out, it means the corn is ripe and ready for harvest. Corn harvesting is a highly automated process which increases efficiency and reduces labor in corn farming. There are 2 main types of harvesting. One is harvesting corn ears for consumption or processing, and the other is harvesting corn for silage to feed livestock. First, let's look at the process of harvesting corn for ears. Farmers use a combine harvester, which is a specialized machine designed to harvest corn ears. The machine cuts the corn stalks and separates the ears from the stalks. As the machine moves through the rows, it uses a system of toothed rollers to cut the stalks and guide the ears into the machine. The corn ears are then separated from the husks and silks through a filtering system inside the machine. The combine harvester ensures that the corn ears are harvested efficiently and with minimal damage, keeping the ears clean and intact. The harvested corn is then loaded directly into trucks, with the ears continuously moving into the truck as the machine works. The trucks transport the corn to storage facilities before being sent to processing plants. In addition to harvesting ears, American farmers also harvest the entire corn plant for silage. Whole corn plants need to be harvested and chopped while fresh, ensuring the moisture content is around 65 to 70% for effective silage fermentation. The machinery used for this is designed to harvest the entire plant above ground, including the stalks, leaves, and ears. As the machine moves through the rows, it cuts and chops the entire corn plant into small pieces to facilitate the silage process. The chopped corn is evenly sized, usually around 1 to 2 centimeters to optimize fermentation. The chopped corn is blown directly into trucks, and the machine can adjust the size of the chopped material to meet the specific requirements for silage. After harvesting, the chopped corn is transported to the silage area. There, specialized plastic covers are used to seal the surface, maintaining an airtight environment and preventing air from entering. The corn silage takes about 4 to 6 weeks to fully ferment. Once the process is complete, the silage forms large compact blocks, which farmers must break down using machines. After the harvest, corn ears can be sent to different factories for various purposes. Now, let's take a tour of 3 types of factories: a processing plant, a popcorn factory, and a canned corn factory. First, we come to the corn processing plant. The corn is put on the conveyor belt. Then it will be moved into the factory. The machines will cut the corn into round pieces. Remove the corn husk. The corn husk is moved for other purposes. Then the workers will directly put the corn into the bin ready to be packaged to be sent to the supermarket. Next, the corn is transported to the canned corn factory. The corn is also transported and put on the conveyor belt. The workers stand to sort out some substandard corn. Then the corn is brought to the kernel separator. Here, the kernels and cobs will be clearly separated. The corn cobs will be discarded. The corn continues to be brought to the direct water washing system to ensure that the corn is free of dirt. Then, the screening machine will filter out the small corn kernels. The direct heat drying system helps to cook the corn kernels without fire. Then the corn is brought directly to the canning line. Printed packaging and exported to the market. Next, we will go to the corn ball factory. The corn is put into the roaster. In the machine there will be butter, and the corn is stirred evenly for 5 minutes. After that, the corn will expand into big round popcorn, looking very attractive. Finally, the packaging machine will automatically divide it into equal parts to pack into the final product. So now you've got an overview of how American farmers harvest millions of tons of corn each year, from soil preparation and crop care to using modern machinery to harvest and transport corn to processing plants. It's a long process filled with dedication, precision, and a lot of hard work. So the next time you enjoy a delicious roasted corn cob or a crunchy piece of popcorn, remember all the effort that went into bringing those kernels to you. Thank you for joining me throughout this video. If you have any questions or comments, feel free to leave them in the comments section below. Don't forget to like and subscribe to the channel for more fascinating insights into the world of agriculture. Goodbye, and see you in the next video.